Now, with barely 3 weeks to the end of President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, stakeholders within the Niger Delta region have urged the president to issue the 18 modular refinery licenses already approved for Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, Cross River, Edo, and River States before leaving office on May 29. This, they believe, is a way of mitigating organized crimes in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. The report.
The stakeholders charged the federal government to reach out to its counterparts in the Gulf of Guinea and immediately establish a task force against organized crime in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. Executive Director of YEAC Nigeria, Fineface Dumnamene, urged the federal government to make real all its promises to the youth and people of the Niger Delta in order to help mitigate organized crimes in the Gulf of Guinea. Fineface said instead of pipeline surveillance contracts, the government should provide alternative livelihood opportunities for those displaced by the war against artisanal refining, regretting that organized crime thrives since security agencies who are supposed to stop it are involved.
So I think the government should adopt and include the carrot approach, which is alternative livelihood opportunities for the youths that have been, thrown out of their operations by the stick approach. That they have to do by providing the modular refinery licenses, establishing the Presidential Artisanal Crude Oil Refinery Development Initiative that legalizes artisanal refineries. We are also calling on the federal government of Nigeria to synergize with other member states of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, and they should coordinate efforts that they can use to mitigate organized crime in the Niger Delta.
Fineface also highlights the objective of the Network Task Force Against Organized Crime in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. Delivering the keynote address, the head Department of Political and Administrative Studies, University of Port Harcourt, Professor Fidelis Allen, said there was urgent need for the government to commit itself to combating organized crime due to its scale, transitional nature, low resilience of country, vulnerability of innocent people, and the impact it has on the general security and development.
The launch of a network on organized crime in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea illustrates the importance of expert views and civil society generally in policy making.
Our traditional approach to crime and crime fighting should change. We only see the oil theft in jerrycan. We don't see the one in ship. Why can't we see that one?
With the implementation of this, I believe it will really go a very long way to see that this issue of organized crime is brought to the barest minimum.
The stakeholders called on the Gulf of Guinea Commission to strengthen its efforts in the coordinating of member states and synergizing with non-state actors, especially under the auspices of Network on Organized Crime in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea in the fight against organized crime in the region.